All right, we're here with the new head coach of the Toledo Walleye, Derek Lalonde. And Derek, first question. What drew you to this opening, to coming to Toledo, and wanting to be the head coach of the Toledo Walleye?
Well, I think their vision, Toledo, of what they wanted out of this position. And then when you start doing your homework in Toledo, you look at the business side of things and the job they've done, not only with Toledo, but the Mud Hens. This is a really special place. It reminded me a lot of where I was in Green Bay. And then the interest level and how much the Detroit Red Wings cared. The hands-on with Ryan Martin and his vision, and it just fit to a great opportunity. When I first had contact to be part of this process, they were still playing. And it was not an easy situation here. Nick had been moved into a managerial role. Dan, who did a great job moving from the assistant coaching position to the head coaching position. It was a tough transition here. And I was just floored at the fan support and the numbers that were still coming out. It says something about this community, about this fan base, and I wanted to be here in a bad way. And when I ended up being the guy, when they chose me, I was ecstatic.
How has your time in the USHL prepared you for this opportunity?
So in the USHL, you wear so many hats, and I think some recent coaches that have chosen to go from the USHL to pro hockey. You see the success Jeff Blashill has had in Grand Rapids. You see the success John Cooper has had. He sat in the same seat I did in Green Bay, and he's up for the National Hockey League Jack Adams Coach of the Year award. What makes you successful in that league translates very well to everything you have to do at this level. We've had to live that balance of development and winning my entire coaching career, especially at the junior level, and it suits very well for the goals and what we're trying to do here.
What type of player do you feel is important to a winning program?
The team first mentality. Every year we go in, my goal is to establish a team first mentality. I know that sounds coach talk, that sounds very cliche-ish, but it's true. When kids are here for the right reasons, you care about the person next to you. And I know even doing a little homework right now, trying to get ready for free agency on June 15th, it's one of my first questions. And going through the agents and my contacts, they talk about this guy's a warrior, he's a team first guy. That's going to be the cornerstone of who we are. Your responsibility when you come to this great organization, no matter where you come from, on the way down or on the way up, is to do your best that night for the Toledo Walleye. And Nick and I have talked about that culture and establishing it.
With so much roster turnover in the ECHL, that's probably going to be the biggest challenge. You might go, one day you have one lineup, and it might be different over the course of 5 straight games. How are you going to deal with that?
It's going to be hard, and I've been well prepared, if you will, with people that have had success, people who have been through this. One of your greatest challenges is that roster turnover. And I think what I've been very good at in my career is communicating with young guys, having open dialogue, understanding, having a feel for players and what they're going through, and embracing that challenge. You got to have tough skin. Knowing of your roster turnover, and it's so out of your control at times. But at the same time, I think what we are here will attract many players. One, our proximity to many American Hockey League teams where kids want to come here because it's an easy call-up for a lot of kids. Our affiliation with the Detroit Red Wings, one of the greatest organizations in all of sport. And I think kids want to be around that. And then when you take a look at what Toledo is, our fan base, and what we want to be, I think it's going to be very attractive to many free agents.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
The greatest thing in my life, and I've been very fortunate. My wife is a coach at nature. She went right from college into coaching profession. We met at Hamilton College, both coaching at the time. And to have that support where she understands the ups and downs, the winning, the losing, the moving up into my career, and obviously that's having to move the family. Unbelievably supportive. I have 3 great kids. We're all on board. It's every good person has something behind them, and for me, it's my family.
How integral was your family in the decision to come to Toledo?
Huge. They're at a good age. They were excited about moving. My wife's from Cleveland. She's a proud Cleveland native. All of her family and friends are there. She kind of had her fingers crossed this whole time, knowing what it could be with Grandma and Grandpa just being down the road. So they are ecstatic at this move and my wife getting back to Ohio.